Well, we've got Christmas over with and Boxing Day. The test in Melbourne is going ahead, so all things must be going all right, except for COVID and all that. It's still, the virus still soldiers on and makes a mess of many things. However, let's get back to business. I want to give you a bit of news of what's going on with our works and things that we're doing. This is Mission Alive. You're with Roger from the MSC Mission Office. First bit of news, there's a place called Kop. It's just out of Kavieng on New Island in Papua New Guinea. And we've got an ongoing project there for water. And it's been a bit of a struggle for me to get the whole story from my brothers there. That was a place that was set up by our friends from the USA, the priests and brothers from the States, and they set it up rather well. And our brothers there were looking for water. They want tanks for water. So I said to them, is there any possibility of a bore, to put a bore? I wasn't too sure because most of New Ireland is coral, what they call corallus. Anyway, bit by bit I got the story that our brothers previously had set up. There was a bore with good water, which they pumped up to a header tank. They also had 2 underground tanks, which was fed from rainwater. And there were around the place, the compound, various rainwater tanks. So out of that, we're trying to put together a comprehensive sort of a pack of funding to put all that back in place. Now apparently one of the underground tanks is leaking, but the other one is okay, and the water seems to be alright. So anyway, that's an ongoing project that we're trying to put in place to get a comprehensive water package for that place. And Kop MSC Centre is a place where many of the priests and brothers from that region, when they come into town, into Kavieng, they stay there, or if they're passing through to go somewhere else or whatever, if they're sick, whatever, that's the place to stay. So it's an important MSC place. The other one I want to mention is the Philippines. The typhoon, of course, has gone through yet another typhoon. And as they normally do, our brothers in the Philippines, the priests and brothers, through the MSC Mission Office and the Provincial Office, rally all their people, relatives, friends, confreres, people from parishes and all over the place to contribute, and then they get out to people who need it. They get out food and roofing iron and nails and many other things. So they've become pretty good at that, and we have put, I think, a couple of things up online that can tap into the MSC Philippines group to make donations if people want to. Because typhoons are devastating, but it's often difficult to get people to contribute because there's one typhoon after another after another. Some more news from India. Our brothers there have a piece of land, and the landowner gave them the land with the idea that they set up a centre for disadvantaged old people. Now, which they're willing to do, was a new project for the union there, MSC Union, and they're going ahead. They've got a community living there and they wanted to develop it, but the government said if you're going to run a centre like that, you need a road access. So when they asked the landowner to give them a bit of extra land for the road, he said, no, I've given you land, if you want some more you'll have to buy it. And the price was too high, so they ended up going for a daycare centre for disadvantaged old people. So in there they would have occupation throughout the day. They had yoga, meditation, movies, board games, gardening, a library, a hall, a kitchen, dining room, a chapel and an infirmary, and they would provide some medical care and health care for the people there. So that's another project that's going ahead, and we'll have more news of different projects as we go on through the rest of this year and into New Year. So wishing you again that all the best for this season of Christmas and New Year, and hope all things are good for you. Thank you for being with us on Mission.